Student loans. Let's talk about it.
We're not going to talk about how the student loans can affect millions of Americans. Like in just a couple of months, people are going to have $1,500 plus taken out of their paychecks. If they don't pay that, wage garnishments are going to occur. Are we acting like this is normal? On top of that, medical debt, which under Biden was removed and did not impact your credit score, will now be affecting you again. Dog, we're
Yeah, so there's some big changes coming out with how student loans need to be repaid. There's now talks that there will be garnishment on your wages that can be pulled up to 15%. We'll talk about that a little bit more later in the video. There is also interest being reapplied to these student loans, and it's also affecting a lot of people's credit scores. I mean, this is a complete shit show, to be honest. And you know what? I'll say this. During the time of forbearance or, having very minimal payments, zero interest on your student loans, it's probably when we should have been taking advantage of that and paying them off as fast as possible. But we didn't, and here we are.
I'm smiling to keep from crying. I was on the phone 4 hours and 30 minutes with Mohila Student Loan Processing. My loan was sold 2 or 3 times to different entities. And each time I filled out the public service student loan forgiveness, did over 10 years. So it should be off of my credit. It was taken off last year, but was sent to a different processor. They put it back on my credit. They're acting like they're processing it again. $10,000 is overdue and it was starting to hit my credit. So they stuck it in a forbearance. And I'm like, no, just forgive my loans. It says I have 125 payments. It's only 120 that's needed. I have a total 209 payments, but not all of them are eligible. So I'm wondering what the hell is going on and why you won't just return someone should pay me because I haven't been able to buy a house or nothing with these loans messing up my credit.
Guys, student loans are terrible. Terrible. For those of you that don't know, I'm a loan officer, mortgage broker. I see people's credit reports every single day. And the one thing that I see the most on damn near almost every single person's credit report is student loans. And I get asked this question quite a bit in financial coaching, which, by the way, we can do one-on-one coaching if you guys want to talk with me, yours truly, on the phone about your finances. I have a link down below in the description where we can do that. Also, can't forget to get your 60 free stocks, up to 60 free stocks, depending on the amount of money you are depositing once you open an account with Moomoo. Link down below in the description. Guys, don't forget to get your free stocks just for depositing money in the investing app. It's free money. Why wouldn't you do it? But what I was going to say is that the people that bring up the question on should I go into student loan forgiveness, should I go into the program, just make my minimum payments for 10 years and then have my loans forgiven, my one question to them always is, what happens if it changes, right? What happens if between now and 10 years some law gets reinstated or some law changes and then the student loan forgiveness is no more? And then for those 10 years you could have been attacking your student loans and paying them off. You now are 10 years behind on your payments. Your overall balance has increased because of the interest that you've occurred on those loans. There's just something to think about if you guys are wanting to get into or taking advantage of student loan forgiveness.
The negative reporting because of delinquencies are impacting consumers by over 100 points on their credit score, making it so that they can't qualify for loans anymore, right? And so we just want to make sure as an industry that we're communicating with our consumers. If you think about it, especially when you've got you have people who are, at the max, their insurance is going up every year, their homeowners insurance. And now I saw a study that said it's like the average payment that FHA borrowers are going to have with their student loans back in repayment is like $600 a month. Like,
yeah, that's
devastating.
Yeah, that.
Hell yeah, it's an issue. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't think we understand the seriousness here with this around the student loan repayment. I mean, just take that for example. Like, let's say that's the truth, right? Let's say on average, the typical FHA borrower who's going to buy a home, their new payment towards their student loans is going to be $600 a month. Guys, that's more than a car payment for some people right now. I think the average car payment right now is like $400 or $500 across the nation. That's more. Add another car payment to your monthly expenses. How does that make you feel? Pretty crazy, right? I mean, that's absolutely insane to think about. I have a feeling these student loans could be the start of something, I dare me to say it, but it could be the start of something that could be pretty serious that affects our economy in the near future. I don't know. I'm just kind of like spitballing stuff right now, but I could see this messing up some stuff big time, especially if unemployment jumps while you have these payments. Yikes. Watch out.
Y'all really want that student loan money for real? Like, y'all serious about that? And what do y'all need it for? Schools are still open. Still enrolling. I'm still graduating. What do you need my dollars for? I'm out of school. I didn't graduate. I started working. I've given back enough. Hello? RN? Hello? I've been dealing with too much yet to have to pay them damn loans back. I'ma just be honest. Show me the people who are struggling, who need my loan money, and then maybe I will think about it. But it's just not adding up, Steven. Y'all still ain't got everybody who stole from PPP. You know what I'm saying? Go handle that. Send out emails for that. I didn't take advantage of y'all and take that PPP. So the least that you could do is forgive my damn loan. And you have bigger fish to fry. Ain't y'all got a war going on? And it's like y'all love to send them when all of the bills are due. Rent, cell phone, car insurance, my Milan Laser membership, hello, Patreon, my Apple Music, that Amex gotta be paid off every month. You're sending that loan email every single month when the rest of my real life bills are due that I can't live without. You know what I'm saying? I can live without paying my loans. I can't live without paying that rent. I got car insurance to pay. But you asking for some loans for some that happened 7 years ago? You asking me to pay you back for some shit that happened 7 years ago? Because to me, it sounds like y'all just need to stop handing out loans to motherfuckers who you know ain't finna pay them back. Oh, but you can't because you need us to go to school, right? Because you need us to be the ants and the foot soldiers for you, right? Oh, it sounds like you need me. You know what I'm saying? So let that shit go. Just let it die. Let the loans die.
Girls on one. I like that. Now, I'll say this. I'm on the side of if you took the debt, you got to pay for it, right? As unfortunate as it is, if you borrow the debt, if you agree to borrow the debt's slave to the lender, you have to pay the lender back. You got to do it. You agreed to take the debt. Now, where I do agree with my other side of this situation or this argument is I do agree that these were predatory loans, that they were loans giving to 18-year-old kids with no income, no credit history, and got to sign on the dotted line and say, yes, take out as much money as you want. That's the crazy part. Now, it's not as much as you want, but there are certain stipulations with how some of these kids are getting these loans. But for the most part, the amount of money these kids got to borrow at 18, 19 years old with no credibility to their name, no credit history, no, guaranteed income in the future that they're going to finish college and graduate with a degree, and they have to take out all this loan, all this debt. That's wrong. That's wrong in my opinion. And I think if we weren't funding the colleges as much as we were with all the student loans that happened over the past 20, 30 years, whatever it is, I think prices would not have been as high to what it costs to go to college now. Because there's not as much money coming in, because as much people can't afford it, because they can't get the 6 figures worth of debt. Because if you actually would have taken good practices for lending the money and not just giving it to random people with no income history or no credit history, well, we wouldn't probably be in this big of a situation. Something to think about.
I owe the federal government $141,366.92. I went to undergrad. I went to medical school. I made a TikTok earlier about how I took out way too many loans. Anyway, I was not paying anything. I was under the Biden era save repayment plan. I had 0% interest, and then my loans went into forbearance and I was living the dream. But I got this email that reminded me, July 2024, there was a federal court injunction and they went for that 0% interest, baby. They were like, no. And in February 2025, there was a second injunction, and that 0% interest, they're like, literally get rid of that. That shit's not happening anymore. Although the loans are still in forbearance, interest is accruing, and I don't want to get further into debt, but I'm also unemployed, so...
Oh man, guys, that's why it's so important. If you have the opportunity, if you have the advantage in that 0% interest, or putting it in forbearance and not having to worry about it, stockpile the money so that way when the payments start up again, you can make a large lump sum payment to your principal, which is going to decrease that. Oh, also now you got interest to pay on top of that. If you get caught up in this situation, the worst thing that can happen is that debt amount of $146,000 or whatever she said it was That's going to continue to grow. That's the scary part about this, guys. The scary part about this is these borrowers are going to watch their debt amounts go up every single month because of the interest occurring on the payments or on the principal. This could get ugly. It really could. This could be the set or the start of something worse. I hate kind of still bringing that up, but it's the truth. I mean, how many student loans do we have right now around the nation? In 2025, the total student loan debt in the United States stands at an approximate, get this, $1.77 trillion, with federal student debt making up the majority of about $1.693 trillion. So damn near almost all the student debt is federal money. $1.77 trillion. Think about that. That's with a T, guys. Now think about this. That amount now is going to increase because interest is now being applied to this trillions of dollars. That's just going to continue to get larger because think of the amount of borrowers that are going to be able to keep up with those payments because, oh, now we also have the rise in the cost of living that's happened over the past 4 or 5 years. Now we're tacking on larger student loan payments and interest on top of it. This is a recipe for disaster.
Okay, so I am so upset. So I finally got my credit score up to like a 706 after paying off my credit card debt, only for those student loans to hit. I owe like $30,000 something in student loans. Oh my gosh, it tanked my score. It tanked it, and it's going to continue to tank it because I don't have money to pay for the student loans. Literally, like this is not even funny. Like I'm so sad. I worked so hard. To pay off that debt, only for those student loans to hit, and I can't even afford them. Literally. And it went from a 706 to now it's already at a 664. It's already at a 664, and it's going to tank even more. I could see myself back in the 500s again. I'm never going to be able to finance absolutely nothing. Like nothing at all. I don't know what to do. Anyways, have a nice day, everyone.
Save as much as you can, get a second job if you need to, and start paying as much as you can towards those student loans. Because I will say that one of the main reasons a lot of people's credit scores are dropping is because it's probably a new account getting hit, or it's behind on payments, it's being late, whatever it is, it's now being affected by their credit score. The best thing you can do is to, one, pay more towards the principal to lower your credit utilization, right? That's number one. Two, make on-time payments. Do not ever be late on a payment for your student loans. And then showing your, the credit bureaus on your credit report that you're making on-time payments, and also in hopes that principal balance is going down, which is going to increase your overall, credit availability on your report, which will then increase your credit score. That's what I'll do. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of people are probably going to have to eat SHIT for a while until they get these student loans cleaned up. This could really have an effect on a lot of people. This could also have a really big effect on people actually being able to be approved for homes. That's the other crazy part.
I'm pissed the fuck off because why the fuck I wake up to my credit score almost gone down 100 motherfucking points because of you bitches reporting some motherfucking student loans. Bitch, I didn't even attend a school that motherfucking long, didn't even get no fucking money. Yes, I'm pissed off. If I would have got the money, then I probably wouldn't have been as pissed as I am. But bitch, I didn't get a fuck thing from you hoes. And y'all still put that shit on my motherfucking credit. So I still got to deal with the motherfucking consequences. Bitch, if that was the case, I should just stayed there and get out y'all motherfucking funds. My dumb ass leaving for a motherfucking reason, thinking that they ain't gonna put the shit on my motherfucking credit because I ain't get the money. Y'all still put the shit on there, so I gotta wake up to my motherfucking credit score going down the motherfucking hill. Bitch, it look like my shit that got beat the fuck up this morning. I just can't be the only one. I know y'all getting on this. I just want to know, is anybody else woke up to their credit score just gone down the motherfucking, like just gone the fuck down, bitch? And I'm big on motherfucking credit. I don't play about my motherfucking credit. And for y'all to do that fuck ass motherfucking shit, bitch, I'm coming for a motherfucker. I'm mad. I'm pissed. Angry.
She's mad. I'll say that much. Oh boy. That would suck though, It sounds like she didn't get a degree because she said she didn't get her money. I'm guessing that means she didn't graduate from college, but she still took out the student loans and she's still responsible to pay back those student loans. That's what I'm saying about earlier, guys. Like, the fact that you could take out this much money and not have a guarantee to, like when you go borrow money for a house, the bank is getting the guarantee or the collateral of the property, right? When you go to get a small business loan, like you are guaranteeing it with your personal assets and also from the revenue generated from the business. When you go get a car loan, there's the collateral of the actual car, and there's maybe a down payment that needs to happen. There's, finances have been checked. Student loans were not nearly as detail-oriented when they were doing the underwriting process to give these kids this amount of money. And now it's having a major impact on their finances. It sucks. It does.
I don't know shit. I can't think about shit. My credit went down 156 points.
Went down. What you owe? That's the fucking deal. What you owe, man?
The student loans.
That's good, man.
Bad.
So you have to pay all that back?
That's what they say.
They pay back.
I'm not paying that shit, babe.
Baby, a person coming at you, but you saying that. I'm thinking some form of
that's fucked up, y'all. My credit score went down 156 points monthly.
Because you're old.
They didn't even fucking tell me.
But they told you this now. You know now.
That's fucked up.
But you know now.
That's fucked up.
That's all right. They don't want to tell you at first because it's a shock and bubble. They want to wait this is good till a Friday to tell you so you can start getting your head together for that Monday.
My shit is saying 90-day delinquency. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all ain't even giving me a notice that it was going out of deferment. Yeah.
Well, they give you that notice.
Trump getting everybody.
He's going to get me too.
Oh, he got the queens. He told y'all gotta go in the
Wait, I don't mind.
Y'all gotta go in the men's bathroom.
I've been going to the men's bathroom since I've been a queen. You must be wearing clothes on. That's all. I'm in the wrong bathroom.
It's fucked up.
I said no, sir. You're not in the wrong bathroom. You're in the right bathroom. I am a queen.
No, y'all can't go in the men's bathroom. I mean, y'all can't go in the women's bathroom.
I was never going to the women's bathroom. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that.
That sucks. That's all I can say, guys. Like, I think the big picture here and the piece of value I can give and what's needed to understand with this is that this is going to be a major impact on millions of borrowers. Millions. The student loan impact that's going to happen over the next few months and what that's going to do to your personal finances could be detrimental, right? It could stop you from getting a car loan. It could stop you getting a mortgage to purchase a property. It's going to be a huge problem for a lot of people. And as I always say, as I'm repeating myself, I feel like in every video, the only way that you can get ahead of this is to take initiative, understand you are the person that put yourself in this situation, and figure out a way out. The way that you can get out of this is not going to be easy. You're going to have to change your lifestyle, which is already tough because everything's already gone up in price and everything's even more expensive. So you're going to have to decrease your lifestyle even more if you can. You're going to have to take on a couple more jobs or figure out a way to earn more income, however that's going to be, to then return also to be able to apply that extra income towards the student loans. And then 3, you're going to have to continue to do that process until you can get ahead. Plain and simple. The biggest thing here, though, guys, that I always want to reiterate is there's always a common denominator in all these clips that I watch when it comes to finances. The biggest problem is the debt that everyone's in. So get out of debt and stay there. Because I can tell you this, living a debt-free life is amazing. And I know you guys can do it. Just takes a little bit of work.